stuck home, and this is a really, really big deal. Because if you have high blood pressure, I do, I take something for it. I need to monitor my blood pressure. I like to do it, once a week. When I go to the drugstore, I'm not going to the drugstore. So how else am I gonna be able to get my vitals? Well, you need a Veridian SmartHeart blood pressure monitor. The reason I bought this one, and I own it, is because I'm not a big fan of putting that thing around my arm. I have this constriction kind of thing that I don't like. It took me forever to learn to wear a watch, but I finally got over that. The wrist doesn't bother me at all, but the upper arm, it just drives me crazy. This is gonna give you an accurate readout. It will hold up to 3 different people's memory built inside of it. It's on sale today for $27.86. It's gonna give you your systolic, it's gonna give you your diastolic, it'll give you your pulse, it's got a hypertension and heartbeat reader in there as well, which will detect if you have an irregular heartbeat. It's fully automatic inflation. You hit a button, does its job, and then it deflates automatically as well. It's easy to read. It even shuts itself off to save power automatically. And I love the fact that it's battery operated, so you can take it wherever you go. So if you're camping and you don't have a plug or whatever, you could still get that information. And we all know, especially the gentleman you're just gonna meet, how important the power of information is. You read about it all the time. He looked healthy. I don't know what happened. You gotta keep an eye on your vitals, and this is the way to do it. Our registered nurse and great buddy, Matt Peters, is joining us via Skype. Hey, buddy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Guy. Good morning. Good morning. And it's good to see all of you out there. And I just wanted to do a little cost-benefit analysis here, okay, guys? So you brought up a good point, and thank you for always sharing your story with us, because high blood pressure is no joke. It has no look. So, Guy, you look great. You look healthy. It doesn't matter what you look like. It's the silent killer for a reason. And at this price, we're not going to Starbucks a lot right now, right? Or going out to get our coffees at $10 each. So this, for 3 cups of coffee, you get the peace of mind. And I've been hearing from so many of you out there who are watching out for their health. And now that you're home a lot, it gives you the opportunity to find out what's important, work with your doctors, especially with telemedicine. Just over the phone, you can give your doctor up to 60 readings in memory, and that's 2 users. So this is gonna hold 120 readings in memory, clinically accurate. Guy, did you know that in this country, 1 in 3 of us has high blood pressure? So that's 75 million Americans. Only about half of us have it under control with diet or medications or exercise. Another 75 million has pre-hypertension. So we don't even know this is on the radar. And it's costing us, look at this, a fortune, $46 billion a year. So that's costing you medical bills, hospital visits, lost time at work, all of those things that you need to be concerned with. And oftentimes the very first sign or symptom of high blood pressure is either a heart attack or a stroke. And you mentioned, Guy, that when we look at this monitor here, it fits in the palm of your hand. I can recall up to 60 readings in memory. For myself, I can share this with a loved one at home for another 60 readings in memory. That's 2 months each of readings, clinically accurate readings. It comes with a carrying case. It even comes with the batteries. Everything is included. It's yours to keep. It's sanitary. You don't share this with others. And Guy, how important is health? We hear this from everyone in the studio. They're surprised that they have high blood pressure. Then they go to their doctors. This is life-saving, and it really is all about peace of mind.
Matt, I do my run about probably 4 to 5 days a week, and I work out with weights probably the same, about 4 to 5 days a week. I only take like maybe 1 day off a week. And you would think I would be healthy, right? But it's in my family. I mean, my father had high blood pressure. My brothers have high blood pressure. My mother had it. I mean, it's in the family. And like you said, you look at somebody just from a physical appearance doesn't always tell the story. I mean, we see people that are obese and have other issues, or they smoke, and you expect that they may have some other issues that are connected to that. But you never know unless you check. And there are so many people that, and I hate to say it, have their head in the sand on things like this, and you can't do it. If you love your children and you love your grandchildren and you love your family, you owe it to them, because the worst thing you could do to them is leave. You know what I mean? Is leave their lives. It's the worst thing you could do. So all of us have a duty to ourselves to really monitor that. And you know, I used to be able to go to the local drugstore to do it, and now I can't do that anymore. And I don't know how long I'll be able to do that. So what's going to happen? And my blood pressure, you brought it up, it can change from time to time. You know, I for many years, I was on a certain medication. And then I kind of weaned myself down because I met one doctor that said, you can do that. But then as I got a little bit older and, you know, you have stresses in your life, it went back up, and my doctor wanted to increase, you know, my medication. And I was like, I don't know, but I would never have known that it went back up unless I checked it. Because I went to him and he goes, you know what, you're not on the scary part. He goes, but you're on the high end of the medium level. And I was like, oh, and he goes, so you have a choice. Do you want to take a little more medicine or possibly drop dead of a heart attack? You know, and I said, okay, you made your point. But I would never have known that if I didn't have a blood pressure monitor. You have to have the information.
Guy and everybody out there listening, okay, we're having this conversation, we're comfortable, it's a lighthearted, happy moment.
Yep.
Let this be our aha moment, okay? This is gonna fit a wide variety of wrist sizes. It'll fit Guy's wrist, he has a larger wrist, fits my wrist, a larger wrist, 5.5 to about 7.7 inches. It's gonna fit your wrist at home. So again, clinically accurate. I wanna mention, let this be your aha moment. Don't let that aha moment for you and a loved one be in the emergency room when you feel like something's not quite right. Get this home. I'm surprised that we have these in stock because they were flying off the other day. You know, Veridian is a name that you can trust. It's going to give you the accurate readings. It's so easy to use with one button, and it only takes about 30 seconds to get that clinically accurate reading with the automatic inflation technology that you mentioned, Guy.
And you know what? You feel so good after you've done it. You really do. Because there's two ways you can feel, all right? You can be like, oh my gosh, I need to go to the doctor, which is a good thing because you're getting a notification before something bad happens, or you look at it and say, I'm fine and I feel good. It's the head in the sand thing. A lot of people don't want to know. You know, my mom for many, many years would not go in for breast exams because she just was like, oh, I don't want to do any of that. And it was like, but you needed to because it's in the family. And when she finally went, she felt like $1 million because everything was fine. A lot of it is in our minds. You know, we think, oh, we don't want to know, but you need to know because you don't live on an island. You live with your children, you live with your friends, your family, your husbands, your wives, your partners. You kind of owe it to them to have this. And here's the other thing, Matt, I hate having my blood pressure taken at the doctor's because they put the cuff on and then they squeeze that thing and I feel like I'm being choked to death. This is so non-invasive. You put it on your wrist, you hit the button, it slowly compresses, you read what it says, and I'll just turn it on so you can see. You read what it says, and then you'll hear it. It actually will turn on, and I'll see if it'll click on while I'm here. I might have to put my wrist in there, but then you'll hear it. Hear it? And it's increasing pressure. It'll read air because there's no hand or wrist in there. But then you get the reading, and it'll save your reading. So you can actually, Matt, you can track your progress with this as well, right?
Absolutely, and I just took this reading, if you can see that at home here. So my reading is 143/82. That's on the high side for me. Mine's usually 120/80, but I've had about 3 cups of coffee, and we're on live TV right now, so I'm sharing this with you. It's got my heart rate. It'll detect an irregular heartbeat. But again, this is real time. I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and worry, you know, if I don't feel quite right, what's going on? Should I call the doctor? You can do that if that's in the playbook for you, but you want this clinically accurate device to get that peace of mind. Just get it home. And I shop these all the time, Guy. Tremendous value that you're getting with 120 readings in memory for an accurate device that you can get shipped right to your door. It's incredible. Please get it home.
Yeah, by the way, it has a lifetime warranty on it as well. So, I mean, it's a very, very well-made product. I have about 575 remaining for everybody in the country. If you want to get one on sale today, it's $27.86. Matt, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you helping out and calling in and sharing, you know, really valuable information with everybody out there. Appreciate you, buddy.
My pleasure. Good luck, everybody.
All right, man. We'll see you soon. All right, if you want it, 504-500. So we were talking about the health of us. Now let's talk about the health of your vehicle.